Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I've got a really fun video to share with you guys. So I was tagged by Steph the Scented Gemini, my sweet twin here on YouTube, to do the no-nos tag. So thank you so much, Steph, for tagging me. This tag was started by Shijo. I will link her and Steph in the description box down below. But this was such a fun tag that was going around. And when Steph tagged me, I was like, oh, yay, I'll finally try to sit down and film this video. So basically, Shijo tagged some people to talk about all of the scents that are just like a hard no. And I feel like mine have definitely changed over, the last few years. So there will be some that I'm sure you all know if you watch me, but there'll probably be some surprises as well, and maybe some that you thought that would be on there that are not anymore. So if you would like to see all of the scents that I just immediately pass on if I see them in a blend, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's chat wax. Okay, you guys, so I used to have like a really long list of no's, just like hard pass. I even see the scent note in a blend and I'm just like, nope, not for me, not even going to try it. I have gotten a little more adventurous in my, preferences and warming and wild cards and trying new things. And I've really ventured out. I started out in vendor wax as just like only bakery, which is crazy because when I used to warm Bath and Body Works candles, I never got the bakery scents. I only got like fresh, aquatic, floral, sweet, perfumey sort of scents. I felt like bakery always just made me hungry. And I was like, no, I don't, I have a big enough appetite as it is. I really don't need a candle telling me I need to go have some sweets. But then vendor wax was completely the opposite. I only wanted bakery. I feel like everybody kind of grows up with bakery in the vendor wax world, maybe, or a lot of people, I guess. Now I'm kind of into everything. I used to hate florals. I can do them in certain blends. A lot of the blends that used to be hard no's for me are still no's if they're on their own, but if they're blended, could potentially be a yes. So I tried to pick scents or oils on this list that if I had just a piece of wax with only that scent oil, that I just wouldn't get. So that was kind of my criteria. So let's get started. That was a long intro because I'm very chatty today, apparently. So my first no is going to be grape. There is something about artificial grape that I just cannot do. It's very off-putting to me. It's either like a fake sugary sweet or it's like kind of medicinal, like Dimetap, and that's just where I go when I smell it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm a kid. My mom's force feeding me Dimetap cough syrup, and I just cannot do it. It's the same with kind of medicinal cherry, but I like cherry bakery, so grape is a pass for me. And I've found that even in blends, I just don't care for grape. It's a really strong oil, so it's just a hard pass. Next up is bubblegum. I really want to like bubblegum. Some of them are very harsh and almost like chemical smelling, if you know what I mean. They're just too sweet, too intense. But I found if you blend it with like a bakery, just kind of like there, but not really obnoxiously there, I can do it. But if there was just a bubblegum scent on its own, I just don't really prefer that kind of a blend. And even if it's blended with bakery, it's not a love. It's just like I can tolerate it, sort of. So it's not, I still wanted to include it on my no-no list because I just don't really care for bubblegum. Next is chocolate. So I'm going to have to caveat this one. There is a specific chocolate. It's the same with coffee. It's like a perfumey type of chocolate. It's more of a rich bodied, creamy, just adds sort of a depth to the fragrance. And instead of like a cocoa powder or like a brownie, that sort of chocolate, I just don't like that. But the kind that just adds a richness and more of like a bold, creaminess to a blend, I really do and can enjoy those, like a white chocolate or that specific chocolate that they use kind of in perfumes. That's not powdery, that's not artificial or bakery. I can do those, but not just like bakery or regular chocolate. Next is laundry. There's a certain kind of laundry oil that I just cannot do. It's not like that fresh, like fabric softener type of scent. Those tend to really give me a headache, or like clean cotton sometimes can even give me a headache. So I'm very particular on laundry. Laundry is one of those scents that I really want to like. Like I want to so badly. I've tried so many different blends. I've tried it with fruit. I've tried it with literally everything. And if it's that certain oil, it's just a hard no. And it's the strangest thing because I love the smell of like fresh laundry. I love doing laundry and folding it fresh out of the dryer. I love that scent, but I just can't do it in wax. I don't know why. Again, there are some exceptions. If it's not one of those particular oils that I don't like the laundry detergent, fabric softener, florally, fresh, powdery laundry, I just can't do it. I like more of like the line dry, like outside outdoorsy, springtime fresh laundry, or either Downy Blue is an oil that I love because it doesn't smell like laundry to me. It smells very aquatic and fresh, and it doesn't give me laundry vibes at all. So that's actually the fabric softener that I use is Downy Blue. Not that you care, but just felt the need to share that. So next up on the no-no list is leather. So if leather is the star of a blend, I can't do it. If it's blended like in a perfume and it's shielded, masked a little bit, I could do it. But if it's just plain leather and I can smell it very strongly on cold, I cannot do it. Something about leather is just very off-putting to me. If leather is in a blend, I prefer it to be the smooth, sleek, sophisticated leather and not like the raw leather, like a cowboy westerny type of a leather. I like a more sleek, bougie leather, but don't really care for either one. But if I had to choose, it would be that one because that one's used more often like perfumey types of scents. Next on the no-no list is licorice and root beer. I cannot, you guys. Licorice is just reminds me of my childhood when I accidentally ate a black licorice jelly bean and I thought it was like blueberry or dark blue or something. My dad used to love, like he could eat an entire bag of just black jelly beans, and I wanted to like them because he liked them, but you guys, it just like triggered my gag reflex as a kid, and I feel like it still does as an adult. So licorice is a no. Root beer, I love to drink root beer. I'm actually drinking one right now. But I just cannot do it in wax, you guys. It's so strong. It's so overwhelmingly strong. And it's just too much, I think. And I love cola, but I just can't do root beer and wax. Next is sweater weather. And it's the craziest thing. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I used to love sweater weather from Bath and Body Works, and now I hate it. Did they change that scent? Because the one now that has spearmint and like juniper, I don't know the exact scent notes, but it's very harsh to my nose and I just do not care for it. I don't like spearmint. It's too tangy of a mint for me. I like a sweet mint, a peppermint, a buttermint, a sweet mint, a fresh mint. I don't care for spearmint, even in gum. I just don't like it. So sweater weather or spearmint, I don't like. But I feel like the sweater weather that I'm remembering was more of like an outdoorsy, like weather, atmospheric, fall sort of a vibe. So if anybody knows, if anybody's like a Bath and Body Works like connoisseur, please let me know in the comments down below. I could just be cuckoo bananas. I mean, I am cuckoo bananas, but like I just feel like I used to love sweater weather and they changed it. Or maybe I just dreamed that. I don't know. Somebody let me know. Okay, next up is sugared spruce. I am a tree lover. Like I love every tree in wax, like just that atmospheric, foresty, outdoorsy vibe. I am here for it. I am in my tree loving era right now. Sugared spruce, y'all, I just can't. Something about that note is just, I don't know even what's in that oil, but I just do not care for it. It's very harsh. It's very sharp. And I just can't, especially if it's like the star of the show. If it's a standalone spruce scent, I'm just not going to go for it. It's too harsh. Next is Blonde Moment, which I have the notes. Iced champagne, rich sweet raspberry, and cranberry. Something about this turns my stomach. I wanted to like it so much because, I mean, who doesn't love champagne? I love raspberry. Some cranberries are okay as long as they're not too tart. But something about the combination of those scents, I just don't like it at all. By itself, blended with anything, not a fan of Blonde Moment here. Next is Nag Tampa. I cannot do it, you guys. I have a blend, I think, from Brita's that I can tolerate it. But if it's like super incensey, super herbal, like a dirty, powdery Nag Tampa, it triggers my gag reflex. I can't do it. It gives me a headache. It makes me nauseated. I just don't care for that scent. And it's crazy because isn't Nag supposed to be like very calming and soothing? It is completely the opposite of that for me. So I just can't do Nag. Next is tropical fruits like mango, guava, passion fruit, even some pineapple. If it's very harsh, if it's very sharp, if it's very strong, fruity, I can't do it, you guys. It's just too much. Even blended, if it's just too much fruit. Fruit in general is more of a new like for me. I've always loved like berries, dark berries, plums, cherries, strawberries, like that. But just like other fruits, like I'm really coming into coconut this year. I can do banana this year a little bit, and I used to hate it. But some of these like more pronounced fruits, I just can't do. So, yeah, I want to like mango, but I just don't. What used to be included in there was peach, but I've really been living for peach lately. I don't know what's going on with my nose, but something's happening. Next is like caramel butterscotch. I can do caramel and butterscotch in some blends. I really can. And I actually love it. I can do like butterscotch if it's like with bourbon or tobacco or something like that. But sometimes caramel is just too creamy. It's off-putting. It's very, it just kind of takes over and it's just too much. It's too rich. It's too creamy. It's too much caramel. And I don't like that. But if it's well blended, I can do it sometimes. And then the last thing on my list is a red hot cinnamon, like a cinnamon broom. Sometimes I can do them if it's like an atmospheric Christmas scent or a fall scent, as long as it's not too spicy and there's lots of other things going on. Outdoorsy treat, I could do with a little bit of cinnamon, but if it smells like a craft store or if it's just like red hot cinnamon, potpourri, like I can't do that, you guys. It just is off-putting to me. It's too much and I don't care for it. So that was quite a long list of no's for me, but that is all of my no scents. And I know there were some caveats that I like them if they're blended, but it's true. But if I had to warm them on their own, it would definitely be a no. So I don't know if there's anybody else left to tag because I know this was started maybe last month. So I'm not sure if these people have been tagged or not. So I apologize if you've already been tagged, but I'm going to tag Stacy from Stacy's Sagas. I'm going to tag Stephanie Taverna. I'm going to tag Krista from K. Marie Melts and Christine from Christine Sensing. So I would love to hear your no scents. And anybody else that hasn't been tagged, I tag you also. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all on my next video very soon. Bye.